It's Friday, July 7th, 2023. Before we start the video today, please like, please subscribe, please share this video everywhere. Make sure you hit that bell notification down below so that you are alerted when the newest videos drop. Also, just a reminder, if you hear any noises in the background, like snoring, you know it's Nugget. She likes to sit in on the shows and take a nap. So you may hear some noises. People asked yesterday what that noise was. A few people were asking. It's just Nugget over there on the chair. So she's having a nice nap while we get into what's happening in the real world right now, why all of us should be awake and very concerned about what is going on. And let's start out today with some of the biggest news, and it's payrolls. Payrolls rose by 209,000 in June, less than expected. They were expecting, what was it, about 240,000, I believe, and we got 209,000. Now, what's interesting is that these numbers don't really make a lot of sense, because yesterday we talked about the ADP numbers, and they had the private sector at 497,000 jobs. That's what they were estimating. Department of Labor had an estimate of 149. But no matter who's right, who's wrong, these numbers are going to be more than likely strong enough and a tight enough labor market that the Fed is going to raise this month another 25 basis points. But how many people are working 2 or 3 jobs right now, and those jobs are being included? Because one thing that they didn't really mention today is the last 2 months prior to June, they had revised the numbers. And so if you take these revisions with the 209, it was like basically 51,000 jobs created for June. But then when you take into how many people are working 2 and 3 jobs, we may actually be negative. So, you know, these numbers are all manipulated. You don't know who to believe. They slice and dice it. They make it sound good. They make it look good. But overall, I think the job market is in bad shape. And we can be told daily that there's 9.89 million jobs out there, almost 10 million jobs available. But are there really? How much of that is manipulated also? Because every day people tell us that they've been applying for jobs, nobody's calling them back. Are these jobs real? Who knows what is real any longer? We are in such an illusion now that nobody knows what's real. What are the real job numbers? What's the real unemployment number? I think they put it at 3.6 today. So again, that's going to be more ammunition for the Fed that the labor market is tight, unemployment down, wages going up, retailer spending. So why would they not raise this month? So let me know your thoughts. Are they going to raise another 25 basis points? Are we going to see another pause? I think they will raise. Yesterday I said 99.9%. I'm sticking with 99.9%. Here's another one from the Hedge today. People swimming in debt. Record number of car buyers with $1,000 payments. This is unbelievable because the number keeps getting bigger. All of this auto debt is going to have disastrous consequences during this economic collapse. So many people are literally strapping a lead anchor around their leg and jumping into the water. 17.1% of consumers who financed a new car, signed on for 4-figure monthly payments. Now, the average monthly payment on a new car right now today is $733 with an average APR of 7.1%. And guess what? When Mr. Jerome Powell raises rates this month, in just a few weeks, we're going to see the APR go up even more. Buyers, get this, who took on $1,000 monthly auto payments, about 65% of them had an average loan term of 67 months and 84 months. Their APR rate was between 8.5% and 9.6%. Could you imagine this? Many of these people will be victims of a Negative equity trap. These autos, as soon as they drive them off the lot, go down 20%. They're not going to be worth half of what they paid for these cars in 24 months. But hey, these people look real cool on Facebook and other social media platforms, taking pictures of these cars, driving around, you know, acting like big shots. And again, there's nothing wrong driving a nice car if you can afford it, but you're financing a car at 9.5% for 84 months with a payment of $1,000+. Are you out of your mind? If you can afford it, if you can slap down a huge down payment and have a manageable monthly payment, God bless you. If you can pay cash, even better, God bless you. But you shouldn't be financing a car for more than 3 years. 84 months, $1,000 plus payment, 9.5% rate. Wow. But you look cool on social media, don't you? How many people, especially here in Southern California, driving the Benz, the Lexus, the BMWs, everybody trying to look like a millionaire, everybody trying to look like a big shot, and you got huge monthly payments, 7 years of car payments. I mean, what's that car going to be worth in 5, 6, 7 years? And you're still making $1,000 plus monthly payment on it. Unbelievable that people get suckered into this, that they just want to be so accepted on social media, that they want people to look at them at the stop sign. You got to think right now, what's more important, preparing for future events or trying to look cool driving a car? Again, I love nice cars. If you can afford it, God bless you, enjoy it. Reward yourself. But if you need, 6, 7 years of car payments, $1,000 plus, think about where are you going to be at in a year from now, 2 years from now? Is this really a smart economic decision? Or should you be taking that money and investing it in hard tangible assets or in other preparations or having an emergency fund? How many of these people that have car payments of $1,000 plus have $10,000 or $20,000, $30,000 put away or more? Most of them don't even have $500 put away. They are paycheck to paycheck, but everybody wants to be the player. Here's one from dsnews.com. Airbnb rental revenues plummet. Listings outpace homes for sale. There are now many areas in the United States where there are more Airbnbs than there are homes for sale. Downturn in revenue will force many homeowners to sell. That's coming. We have a massive shadow inventory of about 15, 16 million homes, much of this Airbnb. And when people cannot rent these homes out, they're in big trouble and they're going to be forced to sell. And many of these people are already upside down and they're going to take huge losses, or these properties are going back to the bank. So it's a matter of time. They can tell us there's no inventory yet. Builders are building houses as fast as they can. We got Airbnb properties sitting with nobody renting them. We got landlords that are evicting tenants as fast as they can to get out of the business. They're going to sell these homes. It's a matter of time before we see big increases in listing inventory. Study finds Airbnb revenue in Sevierville, I believe that's Sevierville, Tennessee, drops around 47% compared to last year. People would write me and tell me that things in Tennessee are so hot. It's never going to cool down. I'm out of my mind. The housing market there is going to go up for eternity. Airbnb is never going to come down. And it's another area where there are more Airbnbs on the market than there are homes for sale. And guess what? They're down 47% in Sevierville compared to last year. Revenue down. How many of these owners are going to hang on before they go, hey, we're going to have to dump a couple of these Airbnbs. We're going to have to liquidate. We're going to have to raise some capital. We're going to have to get out of the business. It's a matter of time. And it's happening in some of the hottest markets like Tennessee. Here's another one. Viral report. This from the Sun News. Viral report says Myrtle Beach, number 4 in USA for Airbnb revenue drop. 45% drop in revenue from last year to this year. This article came out 2 days ago. Myrtle Beach. Beautiful area, another hot market. It was never going to happen, but here we are. It's beginning to happen. Here's another one. Airbnb revenue collapse. It is real, and how it's affecting Texas, California, and Florida. Some areas are seeing a 50% drop. Right here in the Coachella Valley, where I'm at right now, I could not find the figures, but I know that we were very high up on the list of worst Airbnb areas. Biggest revenue decreases right here, Coachella Valley. So a lot of people come out here to Palm Springs, Palm Desert, Rancho Mirage, La Quinta, and now we're beginning to see the hit. Lake Havasu, another area that's on the list, another big hit. You know, I looked up the amount of short-term rentals in Lake Havasu, and I'm very familiar with the area, spent a lot of time out there. It's about 2.5 hours from where I'm sitting. There are 2,375 short-term vacation rentals. There are 22,000 homes in all of Lake Havasu, so over 10% of the homes in Lake Havasu are short-term rentals. That's a problem, because when we saw the crash of '08, so many people had second homes in Lake Havasu. And after the crash, so many people lost their boats, lost their vacation houses. And now here we are again in 2023, all these people with short-term rentals out there, and now they can't rent them out. There is less discretionary spending out there. People just don't have the money. They don't have the stimulus checks any longer. They don't have the benefits. They don't have the PPP loans. They're not taking these trips like they once did. And inflation's not going away. Interest rates are going to continue to go up. Now we're going to watch gas prices go up with everything we're seeing with Russia, Saudi Arabia, OPEC plus. So that it's all going to play a role. And when people don't have jobs, they're not taking vacations, they're not doing Airbnbs, and when people can't rent their Airbnbs out, those homeowners are going to be forced to sell. This is where it's all going. But just going back to this list from May of 2022 to May of 2023, Sevierville, Tennessee, we said down 47.6%, Phoenix down 47%. This is all Airbnb revenue. Austin, Texas, down 46.1%. San Antonio, Texas, down 43.8%. Nashville, Tennessee, down 39%. Orlando, Florida, down 34.8%, just to name a few. These are some of the hottest housing markets in the area, vacation destinations. And look what's happening to the Airbnb revenue. Palm Springs, California, has 5,091 active short-term rentals. Average daily rate, $512. Median home value, $661,000. I hope they're renting their homes out here in Palm Springs. I really do. But this is going to be another big problem. So we see people paying an average new car payment of $733, over 17% of new home purchases or new car purchases. The buyer is paying over $1,000 per month for a car payment. Now we're watching what's happening, this disruption in Airbnb. Of course, you're all aware of what's happening in commercial real estate. I mean, we are in a big mess, ladies and gentlemen, and we got big problems, and they're not going away. And how about this? Tom Brady lost $30 million after FTX collapse report says, this is on Fox Business. Giselle lost $18 million, so combined they lost $48 million with FTX. You don't even hear a lot about these crypto companies now or NFTs. And here, another one on CNBC. Justin Bieber's Bored Ape NFT was valued at $1.3 million in 2022. Now it's only worth $60,000. So an NFT, the Bored Ape NFT, $1.3 million last year. Today it's worth $60,000. And guess what? It's probably going to zero. You don't even hear about NFTs now. You don't even hear about these 14 or 15,000 cryptocurrencies that are out there. Yes, we still hear about Bitcoin, and Bitcoin hasn't really been doing anything, sitting right at about 30,000 today. So it's just amazing how we're watching these huge, enormous changes from NFTs to crypto to Airbnb to the real estate market. It's just amazing how everything was making money a year ago, and today it is just dropping, plunging like a rock. And this has a long way to go down. Most cryptos are going to zero. I'm one of these people that just believes if you don't hold it, you don't own it. What is crypto? Is it an asset? Is it a currency? What is it? What could you do with it? If people aren't buying it and pushing it up, then what other value does it have? If the lights went out today, if you couldn't use your computer, if there was no power, grid down, what would you do with your crypto? With a piece of gold or a piece of silver, I can still trade something for it because it's real money and it has value because it's had a 5,000 year history of value. Everyone in the world, there's not a country on planet Earth that doesn't know what gold or silver is. It's always going to have value. But do they recognize your crypto? One of the 15,000 different cryptos? If the power doesn't work, what do you do with it? What is it? It's just nothing. It really is just nothing. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. And so remember, we saw Bitcoin at nearly $70,000 at a high. It's sitting at 30 today. So it's down over 50% from its high. Another one today, Yahoo Life. Price of a US stamp rises to 66 cents. The second hike this year and the fifth increase since 2019. What do you feel about this? What do you think about this? It's just unbelievable, the price of everything. I went and got some tacos yesterday. I got some carne asada tacos from one of my favorite taco places out here. And I got a horchata to drink on the side. And the guy goes, hey, this is the only size we have. And I'm like, well, that's a lot smaller than the one I had a couple weeks ago. And he goes, yeah, we don't have that size anymore. We only have this size. I go, did the price go down? He goes, no. Horchata is a drink, by the way. He goes, no, the price did not go down. So now I'm getting 6 less ounces of horchata for the same price that I was paying 2 weeks ago for 6 ounces more. So I'm paying more, getting less. Unbelievable. Nothing, in my opinion, is really going down. Maybe chicken legs have gone down. Okay. Maybe eggs have gone down. But it seems like everything else is either staying way up or continues to go up. So again, more shrinkflation. You're paying more for stamps. You're paying more for horchata. You're paying more for food. You're paying more for services. I don't see where inflation is being cut back. I don't see where inflation is going down. Please explain it to me. I don't see it. I'm going to finish up on this last article from the New York Post. Lake Tahoe 4th of July party goers leave behind 8,500 pounds of trash. It looked like a literal war zone where these people, beautiful Lake Tahoe. Many of you may have been there, have seen it. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. One of the most beautiful places. And people just going there and destroying it. It's just, we live in a time today where people just don't care. They don't respect other people. They don't respect nature. They don't respect Lake Tahoe. They just figure somebody will clean up their mess. You know, even out here, you know, we have Coachella, we have Stagecoach, we have events out here, and people come from all over the world, or they come from other states, or they come from LA, and they come out here and they party, and they leave trash everywhere. They just don't care. They just figure somebody will clean up their mess. And that's really how society is today, that, you know, somebody else will clean up your mess. And it's really sad. It's really sad to see such a beautiful area and people be so disrespectful to this beautiful area and just disrespectful to nature and the beauty of Lake Tahoe. Just absolutely disgusting. But that's what we're dealing with today in society. And that's why I tell people to continue to prepare. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to help you. People can't even help themselves at this point. They can't even clean up their own trash, their own mess. They don't care. They have no respect. And that's why we just see all this lawlessness in cities all across America. People have no respect for their cities, their own neighborhoods, their stores. They have no respect for their elders. They have no respect for the police. They have no respect for just other humans. So be aware of that. This is what we're dealing with today in 2023. But really looking at the video of Lake Tahoe, it was really disturbing to just see how people just don't care. And you know what? You know, you should respect your state. You should respect your country. You should respect your neighbor. People don't even care. They just don't care. It's really, really sad. But I wanted to bring that up because we all have to be better human beings, and we have to be examples to other people to be better human beings. And if you have kids or if you have people that look up to you, be good examples, because people like this Apparently they had nobody to look up to. Apparently their parents didn't know how to raise them. And it all starts at home. So God bless every one of you. I'm going to leave it there. I don't want to rant, but it just really, it's infuriating to just see how people just treat our parks, our beaches. I got trash all over the freeways out here on I-10. People just don't care, and it's really sad. But pray for this country, ladies and gentlemen. Pray for this country. It really needs a miracle. But I'm going to leave it there today. God bless every one of you. Please make sure to like, subscribe, share this video. And as always, I look forward to speaking with each and every one of you very, very soon. God bless.